Hello, I'm Kevin Birchelman, and this is A Brazen Bit of Leadership. Today's topic, our cheese has wheels. Change is good, right? So my typical starting point is, I've got this client. So I was working with some mid-managers at this particular client, large multinational manufacturer. The session I was facilitating was on the topic of leading change. Many of you are maybe aware of Spencer Johnson's book, Who Moved My Cheese? It's a bit simplistic, but the book does describe a pretty good metaphor for change in most organizations. The basic premise is that companies are comprised of a bunch of mice who then find that their cheese, representing anything comfortable and routine, and they don't like that cheese to be moved ever. So we're discussing leading change in this workshop, and the moving my cheese metaphor keeps popping up all over the place. And not, I might add, in a favorable light. So one of the more senior folks in the group finally stated, just somewhat exasperatedly, that their cheese was always being moved. Hell, Kevin, he said, it gets moved so often, our cheese has wheels. Our cheese has wheels. Now there's a metaphor we can get our minds wrapped around. Things are changing so rapidly around us. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. But the constant is the change itself. This is a loud call for leadership to step up and do our jobs. It's not just driving change, it's making sure others understand it, can help in the efforts, and get on board. We need them on board. Remember a couple of things when leading change in your organization. First, there's only two types of people who like and or unilaterally accept change from the very beginning. Those who personally control the change, obviously, it's their idea, and those who personally benefit from the change. All the rest of us are somewhere in the need to be sold category. And that includes our soldiers, the people who day in, day out, salute smartly, about face, and charge the hill. They're doing it because they have a loyalty to you, not because they bought in. They haven't bought in yet, and you still need to help them. And frankly, we're lousy at getting the right information to the right people when we're doing this. We're just not very good at it. It kind of gets us in trouble. And second, we seldom provide enough information to support the change. The best way I can describe this is for you to think about an image of a funnel. At the top, the big kahuna is directing the change. Remember, he likes it. It's his idea. He thought of it. And he controls it. The big kahuna has all the available information. Why, who, what, expectations, rationale, background, etc. He's got everything. He knows it all. Now when the big kahuna passes change information down, he doesn't want to overburden all the little kahunas. He's not being an ass by withholding. He's not playing I got a secret. He thinks he's helping, so he only passes down what he or she feels that the little kahunas need to know. Again, not being malicious. The big kahuna think he's helping by reducing the information landslide and the minutia that little kahunas would otherwise have to deal with. This halving of information is probably somewhat helpful to those who don't personally implement, but maybe they advise or provide some functional support. When you reach the first level of real manager, information, however, becomes a choke point. The available information continues to decrease slightly, but the need for information is turned on its head, particularly as it reaches first-line supervisor. It's ravenous. They need everything. Here's a problem, folks. We need to reverse that available information flow when we reach the doers in the organization. They do need or want, little difference, that detail in that information that's left out. That defined minutia that we said was burdensome. They're the ones getting asked basic, complicated questions by people who don't always have the overview knowledge of the kahuna suite. You want better change efforts and initiatives? Quit being miserly about the information. It's not top secret. Very few things in any organization, private, public, no difference in the world. Very little information is really top secret. Or should be held confidential. There's little reason to withhold it. And you may actually get a higher degree of buy-in when people know the real background and why of a particular effort. So when it comes to available information, start sharing the wealth. Do it now. right now. And remember, be brazen.